In case you all are wondering why it's taking me a while to do anything and why I mostly missed out on last week's video, well, it's this. It's the moving, unpacking, repacking, everything now that my in-laws have moved out. Yippee! It's also echoey as hell in this house at the moment because I'm the only one currently home. Down there will eventually be where my office is standing. And that there, we don't talk about that room. I'm very lonely and very sad and very scared all at the same time because I am the only person home at the moment. You're not here to just listen to me yap. It is time, my friends, for another video. I'm so tired. Now, with all good videos, I did, of course, message Savon and make sure that it was okay with her if I could do a picture of herself and Benny. I did also ask Benny for permission. I did not capture it in this video. And Vegas Pro just crashed. Yay! If you guys have any suggestions on video editing software, I am all ears. For those who are interested in the base, this is from Art Street. It is a Medibang official material. I had originally started talking about The Sims and its current status in the realm of gaming. I don't want to talk about how many hours and how many times I've spent in that game. But as I was going through a lot of it, I realized how passionate I actually am for the topic. I was very angry. I was very grumpy, and I'm like, I can't have that for a video. Don't want people thinking I'm just a negative Nelly. I'm just very passionate about it. Apparently, I've always been told that I'm over emotional, and this is one of those times where I was over emotional. So I'm going to reel it in a little bit and explain it to people who have not been in the community previously or haven't kept up with all the current issues. So I think we can all agree Sims 4 is just a fucking money grab. I think we can all agree on that. Recently, in the last couple of months, EA released what they call the marketplace. The marketplace is for content creators, aka CC artists, to be able to post their CC without having to use a third-party application such as The Sims Resource, Mod The Sims. They can just upload it directly to The Sims marketplace and they can set it to a price which is in the currency of moolah. Why they didn't just go with simoleons, I don't fucking know. But essentially, you would have to purchase moolah in order to be able to purchase the CC for it to be downloaded into your game. As far as I'm currently aware, there is no way for CCs to be posted for free on the marketplace. And EA is taking 60 to 70% of that revenue. 500 moolah is $5 American. That is about $8 to $10 Australian. Yes, I know, we're not talking about the exchange rate today and how bullshit it is. How EA have done the microtransactions is that you will always have some amount of moolah in your account when you go to purchase some. That is something that a lot of video game shops such as Overwatch, Fortnite, they do that quite frequently. They do that quite frequently. EA is taking up to 70% of that transaction from the artist. We need to also remember that a couple years ago, EA got into a massive argument and had a massive tantrum because CC artists were posting their content behind paywalls, whether that was through the Sims Resource or on their Patreons. EA turned around and said that that was very, unethical for the Sims community, blah, 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 and requested that all of the CC creators post their content for free. And then a couple years later, they've turned around and made the marketplace. Like, we could all see where this was going, right? We could all see it. I would hope so. I would hope that we could all see what EA was doing, because it certainly was not ethical. EA, ever since EA absorbed Maxis, there has been a lot of issues and transgressions that I have personally had an issue with when it comes to the Sims 4, like the Sims community in general. Like, the people that I have met through the Sims community have been absolutely lovely. The content creators that I follow because of the Sims community are amazing. I love them so much. EA, though, makes it really difficult to love their game. My favorite Sims game is The Sims 2. That is the one that I always seem to be coming back to, and truthfully, I really want to go play it right now, but instead I'm editing this video. But The Sims 2 is always the one that I end up coming back to. Ultimately, my perfect Sims game would be open world, like The Sims 3, with the customization tool of The Sims 3, the stylization that they used in The Sims 2, where it was a bit cartoony, as well as also the story and the lore from The Sims 2. The ability to create your own town from The Sims 2. I loved that. Create a sim updates, maybe even expanded on from The Sims 4. When The Sims 4 was originally introduced, their most popular thing was the fact that they had an amazing creator sim. And it kind of still is, but without the ability to be able to customize everything fully, it sort of limits the game's capabilities. And it's frustrating because I liked The Sims 4 up until I realized that it didn't come with pools or toddlers on release. It didn't come with everything on release. And that's what's always baffled me about The Sims, is that every single time there is a stuff pack or an expansion pack or a kit or something like that, a tiny detail is added back in. And that has always been the really frustrating part for me. Not to mention, why am I spending all of this money on expansions, game packs, stuff packs, and kits? Why is it all so separated? And that's just for the fact that EA has now become a massive conglomerate that is just extremely money hungry. And so it makes it very difficult to love their game and love being in the community. And that's frustrating. But what are your thoughts in relation to this? What do you think? I would love to hear your guys' opinions, and I do apologize for not posting last week. This is why this is sort of being a double feature kind of thing. I will leave you guys to, you know, just chill out, and if you hang out until the end, I love you and I appreciate you, and I will see you guys all in the next video. There will be a montage at the end of this. All right, bye. Bro, why am I recording another thing? I'm trying to eat a My brother in Christ, I've been sat here talking for almost 9 minutes. What the f*** do you want from me? Oh. Well, I drew myself and editing Coda, and I was drawn by the lovely Savon.